Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Box Office Chat, where we discuss and break down the top 10 films within the United Kingdom's box office. This one is for the weekend, November 30th to December 2nd. Just by the nature of this show, Stephen, we're always a week behind. So, what is we got number one, Stephen? I'll let you do the
Yeah,
honors.
number one this week, John, is Ralph Breaks the Internet in its first week, coming in with 4 million over the weekend, obviously grossing 4 million overall. Predictable, wasn't it? We knew this was going to come in. We spoke about it after last week's show that we were just waiting for this and the next one, number 2 coming in. But 4 million in its first weekend is pretty good ratings, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely outstanding, Stephen. This is a film which, of course, opened in the United States a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we actually spoke about that on Movie Burner News last week. This film has been number 1 in the United States for 2 weeks running. It's kept the likes of Creed 2 and Fantastic Beasts, Crimes of Grindelwald down below it. So, not too surprising to see it opening strongly, coming in at £4 million over here in the United Kingdom. It's obviously a sequel to the hugely successful and hugely popular Wreck-It Ralph. It's a Disney release. It's a fantastic animated film. Also, it's got the dulcet tones of the likes of John C. Reilly and a whole host of other star-studded cast members in there.
Listen, the cast is one of the things I was going to touch on, John.
Yeah.
But before I do, 2012 was when Wreck-It Ralph came out. It's been very long in the makings. This sequel, it's been very much anticipated. I will be going to see this at some point this week anyway. But you're right, the cast, as you touched on, John C. Reilly, obviously playing the voice of Ralph, the main guy in it. You get Sarah Silverman, Gal Gadot, Alan Tudyk, who's got such a great voice,
and a fantastic guy. He's got a great track record of doing animated voiceovers for
Alfred Molina as well was in there.
Alfred Molina,
I'm a big fan of his. But it's just one of those films. It was a no-brainer back in 2012 with this, the big success of Wreck-It Ralph. We're going to do a sequel, but we didn't have to wait as long as we did for Incredibles 2, which was 14 years. Thankfully, we didn't have to wait that long. But it's a film that I'll be going to see. I'll probably go and see it myself first, and then perhaps I'll make up my mind whether or not I'll be taking my daughter to go and see this movie. But it's certainly one I do want to see.
I should fully share those sentiments, Stephen. It's definitely one I'll be going to see as well. You look at its worldwide box office performance as well, $258.1 million. It's just out. So, I mean, it's turning it up. It's nearly a 50-50 split between the United States and the rest of the foreign territory. So this is a film, $175 million budget. It's already making its way towards a profit. So hats off to it. I really can't wait to see it. I've not been to see it yet. But a film I have been to see, Stephen, is the one at number 2, Creed 2, which has grossed £2.9 million this weekend. It's opening weekend, shown in 527 theatres. This is, of course, the sequel to the Creed film starring Michael B. Jordan. Obviously Sylvester Stallone comes back as Rocky.
Different director though, John.
Different director, it's a fantastic film. Stephen Caple Jr. I believe is the director. He's come in, he's done a superb job. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. It was beautifully shot. The music was great. It was a great mixture of kind of a street hip hop kind of a music with subtle little hints of the Rocky tone at one moment as well.
Similar to Creed,
absolutely brilliant. I mean, that's what I loved about the original Creed film as well, Stephen. Just the way they get the perfect balance of dropping little nostalgic moments in there, little bits of Easter eggs, but they also gave Adonis his full and self-contained story. He could go off and do his own story essentially, and to do that again here. Also, Ivan Drago comes in. His son, I think it's Victor. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's right.
Just been to see it and I can't remember it. But it was the main things I took from this film. It's clear it's pushing the whole family thing and just past events shaping the future. Also, Victor Drago, he's been pushed on to fight Adonis and really reclaim the family honour and stuff like that through his father. Kind of a 2D acting performance from him, though, I have to say. But the guy is an MMA fighter, so he's not an out-and-out actor. I thought he'd done okay. Resemblance wasn't amazing to Dolph Lundgren, but I thought he'd done a sterling job. Michael B. Jordan, one of my favourite actors in today's movie industry, and he's absolutely astonishing again as Adonis Creed. And Sylvester Stallone, again, brilliant.
They kept the tone as well from the original Creed movie as well, which I was concerned about, because when they did announce that this was going to be focused on the family feud, if you like, between the Creeds and the Dragos, or Dragos. All those sort of concerns were put to bed once I sat down and watched this. So the tone remained the same, which I was very happy about, because sometimes when you change director, they have their own mark on these things. Stephen Caple Jr. did a fine job. In fact, I would say the pacing's a little bit different. I think this is very fast paced, this movie. And it was also nice to see, I have to look down and pronounce the chap's name, Milo Ventimiglia, I think it is.
Rather you than me, Steve.
Robert Balboa.
Robert
was nice
Balboa,
to see him back, you know, playing Rocky Jr.
It was very much family focused.
Yeah.
Just the strained relationships between Rocky and his family.
And Bridget Nielsen as well.
Nielsen,
you know, playing Drago's wife.
She makes an appearance.
So it's nice to get all these sort of little, as minor as they are, you know, it's nice to sort of you know, get them all connected to the Rocky franchise.
Absolutely.
But saying that, before I saw the movie, I was concerned that you know, it was going to be really focusing heavily on Drago and Drago's son, which it does in a way, but doesn't take anything away from the point of the storyline, Adonis Creed, you know,
exactly.
The family name.
All in all, Stephen, I thought it was a brilliant directorial performance from Stephen Gable Jr.
Yeah.
He's also spoke about bringing the likes of what's his name, Clubber Lang back in.
Yeah,
and
look, spoke about that.
The way he handled Ivan Drago and the Drago son character, I would have full confidence in him, maybe incorporating him into a future Creed film, if indeed that happens. $119.6 million at the worldwide at the box office, already made a profit, and it will go on to gross a lot more, I'm absolutely sure of that. Coming in at number 3 though, Stephen, Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. It's grossed another £2.7 million as of this weekend in the United Kingdom. Its total gross now sitting at £26.7 million after 3 weeks. That's a very impressive performance for essentially a prequel universe. It's also interconnected with the Harry Potter franchise, but it's been getting tanned a little bit by a lot of box office analysts over the last couple of weeks. But worldwide grossing $568.5 million off of a $200 million budget. You can't argue with that. That's a very strong profit. This is an interconnecting film. It's not doing anything spectacular. It's introducing yet more characters. It's introducing Grindelwald, who we only see a brief hint of, a glimpse of at the end of the first Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them film. We get to see the likes of Eddie Redmayne's Newt Scamander character coming back, Jacob Kowalski. Just a whole host of new faces and a whole host of familiar faces coming in. The story was a little bit muddled. It went off in side arcs and it got bogged down. Pacing was a little bit iffy, but all in all, I thought it was decent. It was a decent enough blockbuster film. It's probably the first Harry Potter franchise film I've not went to see in the cinema twice. I've got no intentions of going to see it again. It was a one and done. That was more than enough. But I enjoyed it. It's interconnected. The world, it's expanded out a little bit more, and will go on into future films. This is a 5-part prequel universe, and they will do.
I was going to say
more
that
with the future films.
You're looking at part 2 of part 5. It's going to do what it has to do. It's introducing a lot more characters as well. Try to cram that into just over 2 hours.
2 hours and 15 minutes.
It's a tall order, to say the least. But you know, I think just the fact that it's part of the Harry Potter franchise, it was always going to do reasonably well at the box office anyway. Yeah, it does have some minor niggles in regards to pacing, and try to cram all these subplots in as well, but nevertheless it's not going to derail the Fantastic Beast machine by any means.
Absolutely.
So we'll move on, John, to number 4 this week. It's the Grinch, and it's in its 4th week now. It's grossed 2.3 million over the weekend, overall 17.2 million. I did say I was going to see this film, and I did go and see it with my daughter. I loved the look of this film, first and foremost, John.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The story itself it's an age-old story now, so I don't really want to go too much into that, but the sheer look of this film was very slick, very glossy. The voicing from Benedict Cumberbatch was excellent as well. He just played the role as if it was made for him, and that sounds daft, but
no penguins in there.
No, penguins.
Penguins.
But, it's a different thing to the Jim Carrey one altogether, and I'm glad it is as well. It's not a rehash in any fashion. I liked what Jim Carrey did with How the Grinch Stole Christmas back in 2000. But it's nice to see that this film will serve the generations to come, and I think it will.
Well, that's it. We've now got 3 distinct Grinch stories. We've got the original cartoon, which was 30 minutes long.
Yeah, that's the one I grew up in.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I grew up with the Jim Carrey one. The live action, I think it was The Grinch That Stole Christmas. We've got an animated classic cartoon, live action, and now we've got a more modern take of the classic story, the Doctor's story. So I enjoyed it. It was very much a Benedict Cumberbatch story, really. he drove the story, but he's the Grinch.
Yeah,
Makes
that's
sense.
it, yeah.
Worldwide performance, $322.3 million now, off of a $75 million budget. Made a massive profit. It's a very much a Christmas story, Stephen. You'd expect it to remain in there for a couple of weeks more at the very least. But we'll move on to number 5, and it's Bohemian Rhapsody. This has grossed another £1.5 million this weekend, taking its total gross to £42.8 million. It's 6 weeks in. This is also the Freddie Mercury Queen biopic. I thoroughly enjoyed this story in the film, Stephen. I enjoyed the performance from Rami Malek. I thought he was outstanding, and I think it'll be a crime against humanity if this man doesn't get some recognition come award season. It's just he completely embodied Freddie Mercury. Nailed all the little mannerisms, the gestures, the creations of the live performances and acts. Outstanding. I loved the use of the music. It was great to experience that in the cinema here, and all of the great Queen hits. All in all, really enjoyed it. Didn't go too skin deep, as we've said time and again. Didn't get into the nitty gritty of Freddie's personal life and obviously the AIDS and the battle with it and the subsequent death. Stopped off at Live Aid, but I'm happy with that. I was happy to see a celebration of this great band, a great man.
It wasn't as much as a glossed over effect. It did have some things in there that were true to the story of Queen and Freddie Mercury. But you're right, John. It was more a focus and a celebration of Freddie Mercury and Queen. Certainly the album sales for Queen's back catalogue wouldn't do it any harm.
Don't think they would have been bad though.
And obviously, they're going to have that creative control and final say in a lot of the things that happen in the movie.
Absolutely.
How it looks as well, because it is their story, to be fair. Rami Malek, you're right. I think it'd be a crime if he isn't mentioned at awards time. And one of the other things that I thought was great as well, I can't remember the chap's name that doubled for Freddie Mercury's voice.
Mark Martel. That's the chap's name, Mark Martel.
Fantastic voice as well. It's a very hard voice to match.
It's Freddie reincarnate.
I've always said there's two people that there's very few people that can impersonate, and that's one is Freddie Mercury, the other is Roy Orbison. But Freddie Mercury on another level with his vocal range, and to get that chap in to do that, the singing was remarkable. And the performance, that's not taken away from Rami Malek. His performance,
the two married in.
His mannerisms and everything were down to a T. And you're right, I think if you want to go and delve deeper into Freddie Mercury's personal life, there's plenty of documentaries on YouTube.
Absolutely. We'll move on though, because I've not got much more to add. I have spoken about this endlessly over the last few weeks, albeit in audio form, not video. But the next film, Stephen, is a new release. It's called 2.0. It's from the studio in Garden, which will give you a hint about its origins. And it's grossed £533,000 on its opening weekend. I believe it will be its last weekend in the United Kingdom's top 10 of the box office. This is, I believe, an Indian release, Stephen. I've not got any details on this film. I'm not going to go and see it. But look, it's done well worldwide.
The synopsis, John, is very brief. It just says scientists help the government investigate a threat beyond understanding. That can mean anything really.
But it's got very good ratings.
Yeah, some 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb. And the director's S. Shankar. I don't know any of the chap's work, but you're right. A lot of the foreign films that come onto the box office are very interspersed, and they peak very early and they're out the top 10 very quickly here in the UK. But you're right. When we've got all these large communities, whether it be Polish or Indian, these films are going to take an effect on our box office, but not for any length of time. Yeah,
it's always great to see that little bit of diversity in there as well, shaking it up a little bit. It's not my cup of tea, but I'm not I'm not the demographic for this film, Steve. I think it's fair to say. But I'll move right on to number 7, another film that I am not the key demographic for. It's Nativity Rocks. We absolutely slaughtered this film last week, Stephen. It's grossed another £466,000 this weekend, taking its total gross to £1.4 million. It's dropped 44.4% this week. It's going to drop like a stone. It's a Christmas related film. It's about a nativity play, and it's set in a Coventry school. So
it's a strange one, because round about this time, if you've got kids, this is all you do. You go to their primary school and you go and watch their nativity play.
Well, I don't, Stephen, because I don't have any kids, so it'd be very strange if I was going to school to watch nativity plays.
Could play a good baby Jesus, but I think it's just one of these films that I don't really see the point to. I know that sounds quite harsh, but most people that are going to go and see a film like this would be adults with their kids. But if you're going to go and see your kid in a nativity play, hard for me to say, you're going to do that anyway. You're not going to go and then subject yourself. That sounds brutal, but you're not going to go and subject yourself to it in the cinema as well. Not. You know, and 4.4 out of 10, that's very low ratings for a film at this time of year, especially one that's specifically for this season, you know.
Yeah, I'm not surprised you're getting low ratings, Stephen. I don't have kids, I don't go to nativity plays, and I've got no intentions of going to see this film, so I'm going to move right on to another film which I was excited about, and then I seen the initial reactions and critical response, and immediately decided I'm not going to go and watch this. It's of course Robin Hood, the 2018 release. We've had many interpretations of Robin Hood over the years. This one has grossed another £391,000 this weekend, Stephen, taking its total gross now to £2.2 million in the United Kingdom's box office. It's dropped a gargantuan 70.5%.
Wow.
And that is because it's a terrible film. It of course stars the likes of Taron Egerton, Jamie Foxx, and a whole host of very good names. But by all accounts, the director has made an absolute pig's ear of it. It doesn't make any sense. It's got a hint of modernity to it in terms of costume designs and stuff like that. And it's got a 2D villainous performance from Ben Mendelsohn as the Sheriff of Nottingham. I haven't seen it. I'm not going to go and watch it, Stephen. It's a complete flop.
It's a modernisation of a classic, though, isn't it? And,
it is, yeah.
You know,
is Errol Flynn or something?
Yeah, I know the classic anyway. So I don't really have. I think we get beaten over the head with this too much here in the UK. The Robin Hood story. We've had so many. You know, versions of this. You know, whether it be
Kevin Costner.
That's
what I grew up with.
The Mel Brooks Men in Tights one. You've got the animated one from Disney as well. You've also got the one with who was it again? The chap, Gladiator chap, Russell Crowe. You also had his version as well, not that long ago, and then we had a television series that the BBC brought. I think it was in 2010.
Yeah, so it's way oversaturated, this series. They really need to let it rest for at least a couple of decades.
Taron Egerton, you know,
he's an outstanding actor.
He is. He's had a few, bad films over the last few years.
Well, he was in the Billionaire Boys Club, Stephen, which I did see. The Kevin Spacey one, the last film of Kevin Spacey's career.
The Kingsman sequel, which totally panned, you know, at the box office as well. So Jamie Foxx as well, Ben Mendelsohn, as you said.
It's got a great cast.
It's got a great cast, as you said, but it's just not working. I think the story's been done to death, and I think it's time that, you know, the story was just put to bed. Yeah,
it's grossed $65.7 million worldwide. It's a $100 million production budget. It's made a loss. It's not going to redeem itself. It's a flop. Nobody cares about Robin Hood. And I'm moving on, Steve, to number 9, which is Widows, a film we've both said we want to go and see, but I don't believe you've seen it, and I haven't seen it yet either. This one's grossed £225,000 this weekend. It's dropped 51.1%, taking its total gross to a very impressive £5.8 million after 4 weeks in the box office. This is a fairly low-key release. It's obviously from Steve McQueen. It's a fantastic cast in there, a whole host of fantastic actors, really. The likes of the chap from Get Out, whose name completely eludes me at the moment, but I've not been to see it. I don't know why, because it's got an intriguing story, and I don't know why I've not went to see it, Steve, just purely because of time constraints, but I probably will give it a bash at some point.
It's a busy time at cinema, to be fair, John, and you're right, it's a film, you know, I've said over the last few weeks in our audio form that it was a film that I wanted to see, just because of the, you know, the storyline and the cast, to be fair, but mostly because of director Steve McQueen. You know, he's a fantastic filmmaker, and all the reviews I've read, I've tried to keep it down to a minimum of, you know, with the spoiler reviews, but it's getting good feedback. I think 7.4 out of 10 on IMDb as well says a lot for the film, and it is one that I am going to go and see. It's going to be in the cinemas for probably another month or so, I think. So
it'll probably not be in the top 10, but it will be in the cinemas.
Yeah, definitely.
The guy's name is Daniel Kaluuya, by the way. Terrible I get that wrong. But a whole host of actors in there: Elizabeth Debicki, Colin Farrell, Viola Davis. It's a star-studded cast, and it's an interesting, intriguing little pop. But I've not seen it yet, and I will see it, and I'll probably be able to discuss it with more authority if it's in the top 10, Stephen. But we're moving on to number 10. It's A Star Is Born. It's dropped all the way down to the final position this weekend. It's been out 9 weeks. It's crossed £221,000 this weekend again, taking its total gross to a fantastic £28.5 million. It's only shown in 286 theatres now. It's reaching the end of its box office stint in the United Kingdom, but look, brilliant performances in there from Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. Fantastic story, very much like La La Land, as I said, similar concepts being explored in terms of themes. I like the music, I like the performances. Again, up by Crime Against Humanity if the likes of Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper don't get recognised for what they've done. By all accounts, Lady Gaga will get recognised. Bradley Cooper may have his...
Do you think she'll get recognised at the Grammys though, John? Because she's never won a Grammy.
Well, she may for that Shell song. That's a very earworm-inducing song. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But look, I'm not surprised by its performance at the box office at all. Worldwide performance, $369.7 million, $36 million budget. That's a huge hit for Bradley Cooper. Can he go on to do that again in his directing career? I doubt it. He could do. I'm not saying he'll not do good films. I'm just saying I don't think they'll reach that.
I think
standard.
This was a safe film. It was a remake of a remake, John. So you're right. I think it depends what he wants to do next. Whether he wants to just leave Hollywood behind and become a singer, like Hugh Jackman. He's doing a tour just now.
Hugh Jackman's the great trifecta actor, isn't he? He can do stage, he can do singing, he can do dancing. What a man!
But I think Bradley Cooper. He's a multi-talented man himself. John. He does the voice of Rocket the Raccoon for the Avengers films and Guardians of the Galaxy. He's a terrific singer. I'm not sure if he actually plays the instruments in the movie. I've not looked too deep into it, but it looks very convincing. I thought his relationship with the character's brother as well was very complex. It was a nice subplot to sort of the main plot with him and Ali. Lady Gaga took me by surprise as well. I've never been a fan of her music, not to say that she's rubbish or anything like that. She certainly isn't, just not my cup of tea, but in this film I think she shines. I think she's very she plays it very she underplays the role very, considering the persona she projects to the public with Lady Gaga. But nevertheless, I think I said this a few weeks ago, when this comes out on Blu-ray or digital download, I'm certainly going to pick it up because it's a thoroughly enjoyable film. Absolutely. And it's a great soundtrack. Absolutely,
I thoroughly echo those sentiments as well, Stephen. One of my favourite films from this year. But I digress, that does bring us to the end of this week's episode of Box Office Chat. We'd just like to thank you for watching us. Hit the subscribe button if you are enjoying what we're putting out here, and we'll see you next time.